to BIT first semester revision series program. Today we are going to do the personal computing subject. As I said earlier lecture, we have this personal computing subject consists of 5 softwares, and based on these softwares we are going to ask questions, 5 questions from the practical examination. So today we are going to do the writer software. So let's go to the first question. In the first question, it was asked, open a new OpenOffice Writer document and then type the following text in the box given below. So the text is here. So you have to type this in OpenOffice Writer software using OpenOffice Writer software. Let's see how to do that. When you start the program, let's first go to the all programs and then you can start this Writer software. Then you will get a blank document like this. In the question I have given a text, so you have to type this text exactly as given in the question paper. So let's see. It is a bit lengthy text. So normally to type this text, it's gonna take like 15 minutes to 20 minutes. What you have to do is, you have to practice at home and speed up your typing speed. So you can reduce that time, and then you can do the question, you can have the time to do the question correctly. Okay. Now I already typed this text, so let's go to the next question. Second question is, save your work using index number and the question code as shown below. So to save this document, as you did in Impress, you can go to File tab and then click Save button, or else you can just click this Save button in the ribbon and then save your document. So let's save it. First you have to give the index number, your index number, and then your Q1 code. Q1 code normally start with W letter, and then whatever the number you have to put it there. Then you can click Save button and your document will be saved. And please note that you have to save your document constantly while you are doing the practical exam, because due to some unavoidable technical reasons, your computer might be failed due to power cut or some computer failure or something reason like that. So if something like that happen, your document has to be saved in your computer so we can recover it properly. Remember that when you are doing the exam. As for 5 minutes or 10 minutes time, you have to save your documents properly. The third question is, correct any spellings or grammar errors displayed in the given text. Normally in the question paper, the given text has grammatical errors or spelling errors, because we need you to correct those errors. So we are purposely giving you some errors. Even if you type letter by letter, then there should be spelling errors. Also when you are typing, there might be some errors. So you have to correct these things. To correct it, let's get this word. So you can right click it, and once you right click it, you will get drop down list of words. So you can suggest this is the correct one. So all the errors been corrected. if you see any highlight, underline, red underline or blue underline letter or word, then please correct all of them. That is what asked in question 3. Then let's go to the next question, 4th one. Change the layout of the page as given below. So for the change layout of the page should be, page size should be A4 and page orientation should be landscape. Let's see how to do that. You can go to Format tab and get the Page button. Then go to the Page. Here you can see Format, and then from here you can choose A4. Normally letter is the default format, so you can choose A4 from here. And orientation, by default you are going to get portrait, so you can select landscape. Now click OK. So the document, you can see it like this. This is your whole document. Let's go to the 5th question. Format the entire document as given below. So we have given some instructions how to format this document. First one is line spacing should be single, font has to be Times New Roman, font size 14, and alignment should be justified. Let's see how to do these things. Remember that it says for the entire document, so you have to select everything, all the text. To select all, you have to either press Ctrl A, or else you can use a mouse, you can select the text. So once you select the text, you can go to Formatting and then click Paragraph. Here in the paragraph there is a pop-up called Background. In the paragraph background, here under Indent and Spacing tab, you can find line spacing. By default it is single, so you don't have to change it. Sometimes it may ask to have 1.5 lines or double, so read your question paper carefully and then answer it properly. For the safe side, normally it's good that you can check whether the default one is already there, though it is the single is the default one. Okay, let's click OK. Now next is font has to be Times New Roman and font size has to be 14. Here in my computer, default font is also Times New Roman, so I don't have to change it. Otherwise you have to change it for Times New Roman, and the font size has to be 14, so I changed it. And then alignment has to be justified. This is the justified alignment, so I am going to click it, so it's been justified. So you can see it in the text. In question number 6, apply the following formattings to the heading Academic Award as given below. So here I have to add this formatting just for the heading. Heading is Academic Award. So I have given instruction, font color has to be blue. So let's change the font color. Here you can always see what is this button stand for. There are few colors: background color, highlighting, and font color. You can click this, and there are several types of blues, so better select one of the common blue color. And then style has to be bold and underlined. I'm just going to click this B and U button, so I can underline it and bold as well. Alignment should be center, so I'm going to center it. Next is asked to change all the letters to uppercase. Normally what students do is you change the without changing, using the software without changing the case, without changing it to capital letters, the students just type it over again with capital letters. You don't have to waste your time like that. That's a feature for it. That's why we asked that question. So you can go to the format and then you can click this change case and then choose the button uppercase. Okay. Now the question 6 is finished and then next question is question 7. Let's go to it. Format the heading current special categories with style heading 2. So there's a heading or topic called current special categories, which I'm highlighting now. You have to change the style to heading 2. When you apply style, you have to click this button. So here there are several types of styles. By default, heading 1, 2, 3 and text body. So you need to change it to heading 2. So it will be changed like this. 8th question is, create bulleted list for the last 3 lines of the text given under current special categories and format as follows. So in the question, we formatted it. You can see that there is a bulleted list and also you can see some letters, some words are being bold and also italic. So you have to do those formattings like given in the question paper. Let's see how to do that. First, highlight that 3 lines and then you can just click this bullets on off button. But when you click that bullet on off button, you see that bulleting is not similar to the question paper bulletins. So you can change it. To format it, get numbering bullets and numbering pop up and then select the relevant style and then click OK. Now it's OK. And then there are some words that's in bold and italic. So let's change it. I'm going to highlight it and do the bold and italic. Okay. Now it's done. Let's go to the next question. At the end of bulleted list, create the table shown below. So normally in the question paper, you will be given a table. So you have to create a table as given in the paper. In the paper, you can see that there are 4 columns and 3 rows. So as we did in Impress software, we have to create a table here. Remember last time I created the software using insert button. So you can go to insert and click table. Either you can give a name for it and define column size and number of rows and click OK. So your table will be created like this. And then you have to add all the text in the question paper. Okay, first column. Second column. And the third column. Best picture winner. and the last column is venue. Even in this table, if you find any spelling mistakes, please correct it. Here in my table there is a spelling mistake, so I am going to correct it. So this is the table. 10th question is, insert a new row just below the second Academy Award row and enter the following information. First, you asked to insert a new row just after the second Academy Award. So this is the second Academy Award row. So once you click it, you can get a pop-up like this for tables. So you can click this button, insert row, or else you can just right click it and get it that insert row buttons. So you can just click it, it is the easiest way, and then you have to add this information. For ceremony, I have to add 84th Academic Award, date is 24th February 2012, best picture winner is the artist, and venue is Dolby Theatre. Okay, that is what is asked to enter another row. Let's see the next question, which is number 11. For number 11, you are asked to format the entire table as given below. So to format the entire table, you have to select all the cells from the table. Here I can see there is another spelling mistake. You can correct it by right clicking that word. Here you can select it all. Please remember that we are not checking whether you are good in English. We are checking whether you can use this software. So use this software properly. So you can always see that when it is online, you can see that there is a spelling mistake. So you can get a drop down menu and correct it. Always try to correct it, because if we see those underlines, we assume that you don't know that feature and we might reduce marks. So better correct your spelling mistakes. Okay, let's format this table. Need the background color to be light gray. So you can get the background color from here. This is gray enough, I think, and I have to align it center the whole table. Let's align it. So now it is okay. Then go to the next question, question 12. Question 12 is, select the header row of the table and format it as given below. So now you have to select the header row, only the header row, not the other cells, and then you have to do the formatting as according to your instructions. First instruction is convert all the text into capital letters. First of all, let's select the header row. Same as when you change the Academic Award case, change it to capital letters, you have to change it to uppercase. So you can go to format and then select this change case, and then you can select this uppercase. Here in the question, we asked to convert all the text into capital letters. In the previous question, I asked to change the letters to uppercase, but here we didn't use that technical term. We said change it to capital letters. So sometimes you might be confused how to do this. What is this? So you have to know that it means we are asking to change the case. Here when you go to the change case button, you will see that different change cases, and also in this each and every button it been defined here. Here for an example, sentence case, only the first letter of these two words being capitalized. That means for sentence case, only the first letter being capitalized. And for lowercase, it is in simple letters. That means if you change it to lowercase, all the letters will be simple letters. For uppercase, same, all the letters are capital letters. Then capitalize each word. It also shows that C is capital, E is capital, and also W is capital. So that means capitalize each word in the sense, if you select it and capitalize it, first letter of all the words will be capitalized. And then toggle case, that means in each word except for the first letter, all the letters will be capitalized. And first letters of each word will be simple letters. So if you go to the question, it says convert all text into capital letters. This is the one, it has all the capital letters, which means a uppercase. So I'm going to select it. And then I need the style bold. So you can select bold. Now it's okay. Next question. Next question is change the column styles of the paragraph to 2 columns with 0.1 inches spacing. In the question, we were asked to change the column style of the paragraph. So let's see what is the paragraph in here. This is the only paragraph that I can see in this document. So in most cases, some of the students, when doing the exam, they select the entire document and then put it into 2 columns. But we didn't ask like that. We asked to put the paragraph into 2 columns. So you have to identify what is the paragraph in the document. So I identify that paragraph and then you have to put it into columns. To put it into columns, first, as I did, highlight the paragraph and then go to Format tab and then click Columns button. So here in the columns pop-up, you can define columns here. I need 2 columns, so I'm going to put it here. And here I can define spacing. I need the spacing of 0.1. So I'm going to put it like this. It doesn't say whether it's auto width or other settings in the question paper they are defined. So I'm going to leave it like that and then click OK. So see here, this paragraph being divided to 2 columns. So let's go to the 14th question. Insert a document footer with the following formatting options. So like you did in Impress, you have to insert a footer. To do that, let's go to Insert. If you are asked to put a header, then you can click this one, or else you can put a footer here. This is default. You will get a default footer like this. But in the question, we were asked to put a caption and also asked to format that footer. So since you add that footer, you can add whatever the text you want to that footer and then format it according to the question. So the caption is extracted from Wikipedia. So let's type it. Okay, extracted from Wikipedia, and I was asked to format this entire words to Times New Roman and also the font size to 10. Times New Roman is my default font, so I'm going to change the font size to 10. Okay, this is the footer of the document. If you weave the whole document, you can be weaved like this. Final question, or the 15th question is, insert ModelWriter image given in the resource directory to the right hand side of the bulleted list of the document. So normally in the question paper, we give the image that we need and also we provide the name of the image. Here in this image, name is ModelWriter. Normally for the writer question, images will be W1, 2, 3 like that, and JPG. So you can identify your images correctly, and remember that please insert the correct image, because in the resource directory there will be several images. Please read your question carefully and then select the correct image from the directory for your document. In this question, we were asked to get the image and place it in the right hand side of the bulleted list in the document. So that means this is the bulleted list. So you have to place your image right here. Let's get it. Let's go to insert and then click pictures from file, and then this is the image, and then you can open it. So image will be added, but I need to put into the right hand side of the document. So to arrange it, you need to put an wrap. Let's put the page wrap. You can just put some spacing in between table and then a bulleted list, and put the image like this. So finally your document should be visible like this. Normally all the students has to have same kind of document, but sometimes according to your time and how you do it, this may change, but normally we give a document so you can put it into one page. You can create it in one page. This is the model paper document. 15th question is the last one of our practical examination. So normally for your practical exam, the writer question is based on 15 questions. So similar to the model paper. If you practice your model paper, and also if you practice how to type, you can type several notes and then type it. So if you practice your typing speed, if you speed up your typing speed, and then if you follow the model paper and practice it properly, you can score from this question easily. So hope you get an idea how to do this practical examination for the writer question, and see you next time.